My mom and sister completely destroyed my bachelorette party. I don't want to see them anymore. Several months ago, I organized a bachelorette trip to Puerto Rico, where my mother and sister, along with 2 bridesmaids, joined. In an effort to strengthen our bond before my wedding, I appointed my mother as the maid of honor. My intention was to foster harmony and ensure everyone had a good time, but little did I know, it was bound to become a disaster. A few weeks before the trip, my mother started criticizing my bridesmaids and friends, particularly targeting one who was part of the upcoming excursion. Despite covering the flights for my mother, sister, and myself to alleviate their financial burden, my mother was supposed to handle their hotel expenses. My friend took the initiative to plan aspects of the bachelorette celebration without involving me, recognizing my role as the bride. Unbeknownst to me, my mother had a conversation with my friend, expressing her desire to take charge as the maid of honor. Although I found the conversation peculiar, I agreed, relieved that she was finally contributing to the trip. Strangely, my mother insisted that I keep this conversation confidential. The following day, my friend contacted me, expressing her commitment to ensuring I had a memorable bachelorette experience focused on my preferences. She intended to collaborate with my mother on planning, but when I met with my mother, she unleashed a tirade against my friend, deeming her disrespectful and refusing to be controlled by a little girl. My mother expressed disdain for my friend and even threatened physical violence. This confrontation heightened my stress, leading me to request my friend to cancel the rental car, which unfortunately proved impossible. I initiated a group chat for the trip attendees, and when my friend expressed enthusiasm about the planned activities in Puerto Rico, my mom and sister became instantly annoyed. Despite my friend being Puerto Rican, my mom insisted on exclusively handling the activity planning. On the first day of the bachelorette trip, my mom's luggage, containing all her toiletries, went missing, causing frustration. After letting everyone rest upon arrival at the hotel, I joined my friend and another companion in the lobby. I called my mom and sister to join us for toiletry replacement and dinner. When they arrived, my mom stood behind my Puerto Rican friend, greeted her almost inaudibly, and hastily departed when I hinted at their presence. The atmosphere became tense, prompting me to inquire about the situation. My friend, unfamiliar with my mom, sensed something was off but couldn't pinpoint why. Opting for a bar outing with my friends while waiting for my mom and sister to return, I received a text from my mom accusing me of betrayal, choosing a nobody over family, and declaring their withdrawal from the wedding. Confused, I tried to address the issue but was met with silence. Overwhelmed, I cried as my friends attempted to uplift my spirits and took me to dinner. Deciding to allow things to cool off, I hoped to reconcile with my mom and sister the next morning. Despite persistent attempts to reach them, knocking on their door and calling when unanswered. Finally connecting with my sister, they claimed to have been sleeping, though I suspected otherwise. Feeling awful, I discovered they had abandoned the planned activities, and my mom hadn't fulfilled her promises. Even my friend apologized to my mom, but she remained unresponsive. While my friends rallied to salvage the remainder of the trip, my mom and sister were conspicuously absent. The day before departure, my sister requested the plane tickets I had purchased, and upon sending them, their immediate upset added to the already strained situation. My mom requested I use my credit card for their hotel, promising to reimburse me, but it became evident they had no intention of doing so. Throughout the trip, they ignored me, and when they demanded their plane tickets, I chose to change my flight and leave earlier. Unwilling to act like everything was normal, I informed my sister of my altered plans. When my mom finally confronted me, she hurled hurtful accusations, labeling me disloyal, claiming I misinterpreted everything, and accusing me of not caring about her and my sister. Later, my friend revealed a conversation with my mom where she spoke negatively about me, my fiancé, and my wedding plans. Since that trip, I haven't spoken to my mom or sister, and they didn't attend my wedding. The only communication I receive is a monthly text from my sister asking me to pay their phone bills. Update: I wanted to follow up on the original post that I posted. I've implemented a complete no-contact strategy with my mother and sister. I obtained a new phone line and number, informing my sister that I won't be covering their phone bills anymore. After cutting ties on that phone, I blocked them on all social media platforms. Despite this, my mother tried to contact me at work, claiming an emergency, but I stood firm, instructing colleagues not to answer. Since then, she hasn't made further attempts, likely trying to coerce me into paying their phone bill and using guilt, as she did during the Bachelorette trip, a tactic I refused to succumb to. I even removed my sister from Apple Music, a move I knew she wouldn't appreciate. Discovering my mother added her husband's phone installment plan to the bill without informing me was the tipping point for me. I didn't initially notice the impact of the installment plan, as it added just $35 to the bill each month. However, this accumulation amounted to $500 before I decided to cut everything off. It's baffling that I ended up paying for my mother's husband's brand new iPhone 14. The discomfort of a parent subjecting their own daughter to such a situation is beyond my comprehension. It's been 7 months since I initiated no contact, and my life has become remarkably more peaceful without the drama. This decision has strengthened my relationship with my husband, bringing us closer. I can genuinely say that I'm happy and reclaiming my true self. The toxic dynamics with my mom and sister had led me to a dark place, and the revelations from that trip opened my eyes. I'm now eagerly looking forward to better things and plan on redoing my Bachelorette trip in a way that aligns with my happiness. How do you like the story, my friend? Write your opinion in the comments. Let's get 1,000 subscribers on this channel together. Love you.